Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about an interesting token called AMP. What is AMP? So, if you want to know more about the AMP token and what the project is all about, you can go to amptoken.org to do your own research and understand more about this token before you put your money in this token. AMP, they basically aim to be the collateral for fast and efficient value transfer, right? So AMP is the new digital collateral token that offers instant verifiable collateralization for any kind of value transfer, right? So basically what they aim to do is AMP is aiming to be this digital collateral token that aims to offer instant and verifiable collateralization for any kind of value transfer, which includes lending or borrowing or any form of DeFi transactions, right? Projects like Flexa use AMP to secure transactions and build networks that accrue value both securely and transparently. Again, there are many projects such as Flexa that use AMP token for secure transactions, as well as to build networks that are not only secure but are also completely transparent, right? So instant verifiable assurances. As collateral, AMP ensures the value of any transfer while it remains unconfirmed, so that any actions depend on the transfer can proceed without delay, right? By using AMP as collateral, individuals and entities benefit from the security and efficiency of collateral, which is transparently attested on the immutable ledger. They aim to ensure that any form of collateralization that involves AMP offers instant and verifiable transactions, and it also ensures that by using AMP as a collateral, people can benefit by the high level of security that this protocol has to offer, and also the efficiency in transacting collaterals is going to be much more high when it comes to this protocol, right? Compatible with any asset. AMP is asset agnostic. The full suite of AMP functionality is universally compatible with any form of value transfer, whether digital or physical, right? And can be used to facilitate instant, irreversible transactions for any kind of asset. Again, basically they aim to be asset agnostic, which means that they're aiming to be blockchain agnostic in a sense, because now you guys know that many form of protocols currently that are existing don't interact with other protocols. Having AMP as this asset agnostic function aims to make everything make it more interoperable with other protocols, right? And also the full suite of AMP functionality is also universal, and it can be effective in transferring value from one blockchain to another blockchain, whether it be physical or digital assets. It can be done through AMP protocol, right? Built for the long term, the AMP token contracts are open source, decentralized, and have been thoroughly vetted by external security researchers. The technical design of the AMP token has been thoughtfully considered to offer broad compatibility with existing and future forms of asset transfer, while preserving extensibility through partition strategies, right? So overall, basically you can understand that this project aims to create a token, which is the AMP token, which in itself aims to create this easy asset or value transfer between one blockchain to another blockchain in a secure and decentralized environment, right? So here's the AMP contract in the Ethereum network. So please use this address in order to purchase tokens, because there could be scammy clones of this project that can potentially take your money, right? So be aware of that. You always verify the contract before you buy any tokens, right? So that's pretty much the initial information. So if you look at get AMP, you can click buy, and you can buy it from Gemini, Bittrex, Poloniex, some of the big exchanges. Although it's not currently available on Binance, I believe that there may be a potential Binance listing coming soon. But again, it's going to be a little bit of while before Binance lists this, right? So if you go to the docs, you can read more about this project and understand what they are aiming to achieve. So, introduction, welcome. AMP is a decentralized collateral token built on Ethereum that enables instant interactions with digital assets. This repository contains the official documentation for the AMP token and associated smart contracts, including introductory overviews and developer guides, right? So again, these are some of the in-depth. Like once we start going in depth, you would realize that you realize the more detailed and the more efficient this project is, and how it aims to solve some of the most critical issues that we have with regards to asset transfer or value transfer between blockchains or within a blockchain, right? So you can also go to frequently asked questions if you want to see what the project is again, and what are the contract address, how does AMP work, what is the symbol, and so on and so forth, right? So these are some of the information that will be helpful before you purchase this token. So when it comes to the coin market cap page, if you look at the coin market cap page for AMP, it's currently the 214th ranked token by market cap on coin market cap, and if you see, it's currently trading at 3 cents per token, which increased at about 19.75% in the past 24 hours, which is a pretty significant increase for this token. And if you see, the market cap is fairly decent. It's $370 million worth in market cap, and it has a maximum supply of 92 billion tokens. And if you see, the current circulating supply is about 11%, which is 10 billion tokens, right? So again, you can expect to see a little bit of inflation happening as more and more tokens starts being dumped into the market or being released into the market due to their staking rewards and other incentives that they may offer in the future. And currently the token is worth 3 cents. Again, although this may sound cheap, if you look at the charts, you can clearly see that this token has been pumping pretty hard recently, right? If you look at the overall chart, you can see that it has been relatively in the 1 cent range or even less than 1 cent range, with sometimes the price being less than 1 cent at about $0.003 per token. And in the recent times, from early Feb, it had pumped to such an extent that it's now 3 cents per token, right? And this is pretty much at its all-time highs right now. When you look at its Bitcoin comparative, on the other hand, the token did crash from its all-time high when it comes to Bitcoin comparative, and it had been slowly tumbling down. But again, as we saw from the recent increase in interest for this token, you can clearly see that the Bitcoin comparative for this token is also pumping like crazy. Although it's not at its all-time highs yet, I'm pretty sure that this token has a potential to cross its previous all-time highs when it comes to Bitcoin comparative and reach new highs, right? So again, if you are looking to buy this token, I would not buy it at these levels. I'd probably wait, but I believe that there are huge potential to get this token at a discount, since it is pumping and not a lot of people are talking about this token, right? And again, although this token is pretty much pumping, uh, again, you can get it from big exchanges such as Bittrex and Gemini, but not a lot of people still talk about this token because of the high Ethereum gas fees. And this token is only better, it only functions well when Ethereum network itself is cheaper and it's more bustling, right? I believe that since there's more and more interest coming to the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem or other blockchains, since Ethereum is literally inaccessible to common retail folks like you and I, this token, despite its relatively high pumps in the recent times, is not well known to the general masses, right? So expect to see this token token keep pumping in the future, because this token will be at some point listed on Binance, and that will cause it to spike to about 5 to 7 cent range, right, when it comes to dollar comparative. And its Bitcoin comparative would cross its all-time highs at about I believe it'll probably reach 5,000 to 10,000 satoshis per token, right, which is a high possibility, right. And if you look at the exchanges where it's listed, as we discussed before, it's available in Gemini, it's available in Bittrex and Poloniex. It's also available in Uniswap. So you can clearly see that all the exchanges where it's available are basically very highly repeated exchanges where you have to probably do a KYC and open an account. You can also get it with the USD Tether, or you can directly purchase it with the US dollars from Gemini. In Poloniex, you can oddly get it from Tron, apart from Bitcoin and USD Tether, which is relatively odd. But on Uniswap, you can get it using your Ether or wrapped Ethereum, right? So again, although I didn't really cover a lot about this token, the reason is I want you guys to go through the frequently asked questions from their website in order to understand what this token does before you can invest your money in this particular token. Did I buy this token? I didn't buy this token. I got a chance to buy it at pretty much at 1 cent range, somewhere around this particular area, somewhere around Feb 1st to Feb 3rd, in that range. But I kind of missed that opportunity, and I'm pretty much regretting myself, because the token has been pumping very well, right. Also, I do regret the decision to not buy. I did take some time to do research, and I really understand this token right now, and the tokenomics and the model, and what it aims to do in the Ethereum ecosystem, or not just for the Ethereum ecosystem, right, for the blockchain, for all the blockchains as a whole, right. And I believe that projects like these will definitely get more and more attraction. Although I'm not really happy with regards to the maximum supply and the circulating supply, I do believe that once this project aims to reach a saturation point, there will be a point where the amount of tokens that are being locked up would be equal to the amount of tokens that's circulating, and that equilibrium will kind of reduce the inflation of new tokens being injected into the system. But otherwise, I believe that this token is a really good buy. I wouldn't personally buy at this price point. I would probably wait for a pullback. I do expect a pullback to happen in the next few weeks to a month, right. And I'll keep my eye out on it. I do have an account on Poloniex, where I would probably throw some USDT and wait till this token gets a nice decent pullback and buy it at that point, right. But if you guys want to buy this token at this moment, I wouldn't suggest you to do so. Not only for a USD comparative, but also for Bitcoin comparative, right, because I'm pretty sure that it is going to cross its all-time highs for Bitcoin comparative pretty soon. But if you guys want to throw some spare satoshis, maybe it's better to wait for some time and wait for a full pullback before you can buy this, right. I do believe that this token may have a potential Binance listing in the short term to long term future. But till that happens, I don't think a lot of people will be fully engaged in this token, and you won't really see a lot of hype with regards to this token. It will continue to pump, but it won't pump with a lot of recognition, right. And that's the time for you to buy. When you need to buy when no one is talking about a token. But when retail investors start knowing about this token, they're going to look at the price point and be like, well, that's something that I would be interested in buying, and they would be putting their money into this token without even looking at its tokenomics, or it's doing any research that they have to do. They'll probably look at the price and they'll invest in this token, and that's when you know that this token is definitely going to pump, right. When it comes to holding, I would probably hold this for short term, because I personally don't want to. I kind of hold a lot of bags at the moment, and I'm trying to like downsize my bags. So I'd probably hold this only for a short term, or maybe till it's listed on Binance. But this project definitely has a long-term potential, and you can choose to hold it for long term if you want. But I personally am only going to hold it for short term, right. Again, none of the information in this video should be considered as financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research before you put any of your money on this token, right? So remember guys, you guys are not regular investors, you guys are brutal investors, so stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.